My biggest fear with this lift just came true in like a catastrophic form. Holy moly. All right, well, welcome back, everybody. My name's Andrew, and you're watching the Kelley's Country Life. And yes, it's been a few days since we last seen each other. So the reason for that is, hey, I told y'all I've been swamped doing taxes the last few days, getting things prepped and ready, and crunching numbers for where we're at financially on the house. I'm getting ready to share all that on an upcoming episode with you. But where we left off last time was soffits inside. Now, I told you that Tiffany and I have decided we're just going to paint the porch ceiling for now to save the money, and we're going to deck it with something later on once materials drop. So we can't leave the wiring and interior boxes like this exposed. So we had two options. Convert all this over for outdoor rated, which is what we thought we were going to do. And then I got to putting this soffit in that last episode and said, what if I just did flush mount lights up there? Mine are damp located or location rated. I could run regular Romex up in there because that'll be completely sealed in. I was like, wait a minute. So I talked with Tiffany about it. We were back and forth. Ultimately, we decided we are going to mount the lights up there, and everything you see here, we're about to take down and do away with. So we also made another decision. These last two lights down here were supposed to run on the side porch lights. Because this is technically part of the back porch, we're going to do an outdoor kitchen right here. We've decided these lights here, we're going to tie into the switch for these 8 lights over here. So the entire 800 square feet of back porch, well, it'll be lit up and ready to go on that switch. This has got to be the #1 investment of a tool or device I've made for the entire house, without a doubt. It's worth every cent. It's worth paying a few thousand more than I paid for this. The safety factor and the productivity. Can you imagine? It would probably take me a few hours to try to run this little bit of conduit. With a ladder, it would be unsafe moving it around. I've got all my tools, screws, bits, everything up here. Just ain't no way. This lift is a lifesaver. If you're building your own home, go ahead and budget in renting one of these, and you need to look at buying one because it's actually cheaper to buy for the length of building a home than it is to rent. I love this lift. Let me quit talking about it. It's going to break on me. Oh, my biggest fear with this lift just came true in like a catastrophic form. Holy moly. Oh, I'm not happy. So the porch is soaking wet for a reason. I'm putting in this last piece of wood right here, and I come walking back down and I'm noticing hydraulic fluid or automatic transmission fluid, whatever this is, this pump. I'm noticing that on the porch. I was like, oh no, I've blown out a hose or something. That's been my biggest fear of this lift, because that stains concrete. You just can't get oil out of concrete to save your life. I go to back it up because I want to put it on a piece of wood because it's dripping back here by this wheel, and oh man, just everything breaks loose. You know what breaks loose? It blows hydraulic fluid everywhere, all on the side of the house, dumps it everywhere out here. You can still see it's all in the concrete, it's stained. Somehow this plug right here became completely unthreaded and blew out the side of the pump. So when this pump was energized, it just blew hydraulic fluid everywhere in there, all in my electronics, all in the battery charger. Now I'm scared to death something's gonna be absolutely shorted out with this lift. How on earth did that happen? I don't know. It's not like that's a plug. It's not like that's a plug that's designed to blow out. It was just came loose. Wasn't threaded in properly. Oh my goodness. Now I'm going to be in a mad rush to get all this fluid up. I'm talking, I had it everywhere, y'all. I've just got it washed off the side, gallons of it. Oh, it's all outside the house. Ain't no way paint's going to stick to the house now. This is going to cause long-term problems. Let me see if I can get the lift out of here without making a bigger mess. See if it's not shorted out. All I know to do is go grab the pressure washer and start blasting this porch. Oh goodness, before the concrete soaks this up anymore. Let me get with it. All right, well, the lift doesn't appear to be shorted out, but all the fluid and everything else blew into my battery charger. So I'm gonna let that dry for days before I even attempt to charge the batteries, and I may even pull the end off and see if fluid's all in it. Because as soon as you plug it in, if it's in there, you just burn up probably a very expensive battery charger. This is just insane. All right. Okay. Ugh. Yep, I still got fluid everywhere. Alright, so we're about to put a bunch of soap down that claims it cuts through grime and oil and grease. See if that may help. Holy moly. So sadly, the pressure washing did not get up. This is all oil stains. Extremely frustrating. Goes all the way out to here. That is all oil. All the little spots everywhere you're seeing, that's where it blew out everywhere. Even have it all the way over here. That's all oil stains. So, so out of desperation, I'm gonna try everything I got. Super clean. Y'all seen me use this a while back. It cleaned up chainsaw oil and chainsaw bars and things like that. Excellent. I have a couple of these cans laying around. I'm going to put this all over it and scrub it in and see if it makes a difference. I've also got some more of this stuff in a gallon and different types. This is the strongest thing that I personally have. Fingers crossed this works. Okay, so it definitely lightened it up, but you can still see the stain, but it is so much lighter. That gives me hope that I can continue to work this product in. This is probably the darker spot right here. So I'm gonna work this in for the next few days. Like, it made a heck of a difference right here. So there's hope. I just don't know what else to do with concrete. I will take any suggestions that y'all have for getting it up, but I guess I can't really complain with that right there. That's a heck of a change over just a few minutes. I'm not happy, but I guess this is just one of those things that happen. I was expecting a hose blowout or a eventual seal leak at some point, not a plug blowing out the side. And it's not a pressure relief plug either, because it's threaded and the threads aren't stripped. It was just loose, I guess from the factory or whatever. And I'm noticing my reservoir now is down all the way to the bottom, so I lost quite a bit of it. It says it's ATF, automatic transmission fluid. It's kind of what I figured when it come out bright red. Oh, I think I'm gonna call it a day. Get back out here in the morning, make sure the lift's not leaking anywhere else, not shorted out. Guess I'm gonna go to town and get some automatic transmission fluid, and we'll get back to work and try to button up some of this. All right, so it is next day. I finally got the lift filled back up with all the fluid that I lost on the porch yesterday. I have wiped everything down, cleaned it, let it dry overnight, cleaned out every electrical component and connection I could get to make for sure nothing would short out. I've done running up and down, back and forth. Thank goodness everything seems okay. I don't see any additional leaks. And like I said, we're topped off in the reservoir. So I guess let's get back to work. All right, so we can say we are officially done with siding. We have the soffit up, we have the electrical boxes in for the lights, and yes, I'll go ahead and say I know those are light switch and receptacle boxes right there, but my lights are rated for that style box or the round junction box. Problem is, every single store I went to, from Lowe's to Home Depot, I even started hitting small towns, I could not find round plastic junction boxes for old work. That's the ones with the tabs that flip and drop down. Every single body was sold out. Actually, Lowe's looks pitiful. Very few boxes in stock. Shelves are wiped clean on a lot of electrical stuff. We are still in a heck of an electrical crunch due to the COVID excuses and everything else. It is very hard to find boxes. My lights say they're rated for that style, we're going with it. All that box is really there for is to make my electrical connection have somewhere to hide it and it not, cause problems, sparks, go everywhere else. It's contained. But my light will pull up flush to that, completely sealing it off. It's rated for it. So, what next? I need to do little things like trimming out around the door. We've still got to put the decorative molding there. I need to come back and caulk this entire wall. That is going to take a long while right there. I see a few pieces poking out that I want to face nail and get nice and snug. I like to go ahead and caulk all my joints, even though I have the flashing cards behind it. It just looks better for paint. So there is a lot to do. I'll go ahead and let y'all in a little spoiler alert. I spent quite a while this morning, working on that old spot over there. If you've noticed, it's kind of gone. So I will still take your suggestions for removing old spots, but I found something. I found the best thing that has ever worked in my entire life for removing oil from concrete, thanks to a friend. So I made a whole video about it. I got to get that edited up. It'll come out after this one. Finally, after all these years of searching for the solution to remove oil from concrete, which I thought was impossible, I figured it out. Well, a friend figured it out, and I'm going to share it with you. So thank y'all so much for watching. Hey, siding is pretty well wrapped up. Now we're going to move on to finishing up porch electrical. We got to take care of all these lights. We're going to do some conduit and basically get everything prepped for outside wiring, hang our outside boxes. That'll be coming up on another episode. What else? Do all the caulking. So yeah, and then we'll move inside for flooring. Oh, I'm not looking forward to flooring. I'm exhausted. Thank y'all so much for watching. Catch you on the next video.